Money, money, money. How much do South African YouTubers earn per month? I'm going to show you 3 South African YouTubers, and we're going to talk about how they are actually making this money on YouTube and if YouTube is actually worth it. Let's go and have a look at these 3 South African YouTubers. This is Namalina, and she has 149,000 subscribers here on YouTube. These are some of her figures from last year. In Jan, she made 2,236 rand, and I'm rounding off these figures. In Feb, she made 3,027 rand. In March, she made 4,834 rand. In April, she made 7,931 rand. And in May last year, she made 3,450 rand. And she also talks about the other months, right? But in 2022, she made a total of 168,715 rand. And this is from YouTube AdSense, okay? So when you have ads on your videos and you're a monetized YouTuber, you get some money, right? So this is the amount that she's getting from her AdSense. In 2023, she made 58,000 rand and 68, and in 2024 from her YouTube AdSense she made 52,157 rand. So she is doing really well here on YouTube, right? When you look at the amount she's making via her YouTube AdSense. But this isn't the only way that she makes money, okay? She also has sponsorships and brand deals, etc. And she's not only on YouTube. She's also on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc. And she really does provide valuable content for her viewers. You know, people really engage with her in the comment sections. She's built a community, and her content is about lifestyle and fashion, travel, etc. So she even says, you know, AdSense alone is not enough. Okay, that is why she has diversified the way that she makes money through social media. So you can see that every month, the money that you get from YouTube via AdSense, it can be high, it can be low. So you have to always think, okay, some months I may not perform that well with my AdSense, because it also depends on how consistent you are on the platform. Okay, how often are you actually uploading content? What niche are you in? For example, a finance YouTube channel will probably do better in terms of the AdSense than a cooking channel. It also depends, where's your audience watching from. If your audience is watching from places like America and the UK, etc., your AdSense will be higher than if your audience is watching from India, Africa, etc. So it depends on where your audience is watching from. Also depends on the age of your audience. Are children watching your content, or is it older people watching your content? This is because companies are paying for ads on your videos, okay? And they want to know that the people that watch your videos are going to be able to purchase, right? So if they have an ad on a particular product, are the viewers who are watching your content then going to be able to go and purchase the product? So it's no point if they put ads on videos where there isn't an audience or there aren't customers willing to purchase their products or their services, etc. This is Boy Carabello, and he's only 20 years old, and he says that he makes 150,000 rand a month with YouTube, right? And he does YouTube automation. So in his YouTube videos, his face isn't shown, etc. And many people are doing this, okay? And the thing is, I think that sometimes their audience is actually coming from maybe America and the UK, etc., which leads to them having a higher AdSense. So yes, you can see now that you have some YouTubers who are earning like hundreds of rands per month and some YouTubers who are earning thousands of rands per month. It is very diverse in terms of how little or how much you can make here on YouTube. This is Lerato. She started her YouTube channel 2 years ago. Her YouTube channel is about personal finance. Normally with the finance niche, you do get good money via AdSense. And she knows that as her channel grows, she'll start to get more money via AdSense. As she gets more views, etc., she'll start to get more money. So this amount is almost 1,300 Rand. She got monetized in March this year. So from March to June, this is the amount. So that amounts to about, say, 325 Rand a month from AdSense, right? And she says she makes on average about 300 Rand from her YouTube AdSense money. And the thing is, with YouTube, the growth is slow. It is. But seeing any money from YouTube, right, is amazing, because to think that you can make money online is just brilliant. Imagine if you start a YouTube channel and slowly you start getting money via AdSense. You get monetized, and then you start increasing the number of videos that you upload. You make sure that you add valuable content, and you start to see it growing. It's not like overnight success. You're going to create a YouTube channel and you're going to be a millionaire overnight. It's very, very gradual. You have to understand what your audience actually wants from you, and you have to provide that value to them. So I had a look at Lorato's channel, and her video with the highest views is just over 7,500 views. If you see some of her analytics here, you can see that on some days she earned like 2 Rand and 20, but some days were higher. So again, with YouTube and AdSense money goes up and down, up and down. I think a lot of small YouTubers think that straight out of the gate you are going to be earning thousands of rands every single month. And that's not true for the majority of YouTubers. The other thing is that, for example, just say you have a business about how you create websites, okay? Yes, you may not even be monetized from YouTube yet, but you have tutorials on your YouTube channel. Then maybe somebody who's interested in actually getting a website done will contact you and pay you to make a website. So you can actually get leads for your business from your YouTube channel. So there are other ways to make money from your YouTube channel. I think as small YouTubers, we all rely so much on AdSense money, the money that YouTube gives us, that we forget to think that your YouTube channel can serve as a lead generator, can serve as a way to get more eyes on whatever service or product that you are creating to actually sell to potential customers or clients. And that's the thing, right? If you're a South African YouTuber, understand that YouTube, people from all over the world are watching your content potentially. So you can have somebody from America, sign up for your course, or hire you to be an editor. If you are an editor, for example, and you showcase that on your YouTube channel, there is just so much potential for reach in terms of who you're going to actually attract. Okay, so social media, especially with YouTube, right? It serves as a portfolio. Think about it. Every time you upload a video, okay, it's an example of who you are and what you do. And you don't know who's going to actually be watching it. You're creating that video, but you don't know who it can potentially reach. So as Lorato continues with her YouTube channel, right, she's now at 4,400 or so subscribers. That will grow over time, okay? And the more people know her, she's also slowly building her personal brand as well, which is very important in this day and age. To have a personal brand means that people get to know who you are, as well as what services, etc. you provide. Now, I know that you have questions for me, okay? And I'm going to answer those questions. So you may ask, Kish, by the way, I'm Kish, nice to meet you. How do you even get monetized on YouTube? So in order to get monetized on YouTube for long form content, you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers within a 12-month time frame, okay? And that's the thing about YouTube. Many people quit their YouTube channels because they first start posting videos and then they see that hardly anybody watches their content and then they just stop posting. But understand that it is a long game. YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. Then you may say, well, okay, I want to get started. What do I actually do? Do I need to buy a fancy camera? No, you do not need a fancy camera. I'm using my phone right now, and I've always used my phone. So start with what you have. Yes, I know this is a fancy mic, but I didn't start with this fancy mic. Okay. So just to make that clear. So start with what you have. And then you may say, but what do I even talk about? What would people want to listen to? Well, also think about, what do you enjoy talking about? Is it fashion? Is it finance? Is it lifestyle? Is it sport? What really interests you? And I'm talking about, what can you make like 100 videos about, 1,000 videos about? Because think about it, right? We know that YouTube takes time. We know it's a long journey. So you have to feel comfortable talking about this topic or these topics for a long time. So think about, what are you genuinely interested in? When people think of you, do they think of you as a person who absolutely loves to cook? Do they think about you as a person who loves cars? What are you so fascinated with that you want to share it with the world? Because here's the thing, right? People think, oh, let me start a finance channel because finance pays pretty well in terms of YouTube AdSense. But they aren't even interested in finance at all. And then it becomes such a chore to create YouTube content because they aren't actually excited or interested in the content that they are producing, okay? So you have to genuinely be interested in what you are talking about. I think that is important. Do I have to only film videos inside my home? No, you can film anywhere you like. You can go outside and film content. You can film sitting in your car and talking. I created a video sitting in my car recently, right? So you can go and film content and try and experiment. And this is a thing with YouTube. So much about YouTube is about experimenting, okay? Because we learn what resonates with our audience as we experiment. As we experiment, we also understand what we enjoy creating, okay? Now, next question is, what is the creator economy? Now, the creator economy is like all the social media, like all of us here on YouTube, TikTok, etc. And the thing is, the creator economy, right? As you create content, as brands see you, as they start paying money for sponsorships, etc., this adds to the creator economy. Before, right, when you thought about media, you only thought about TV, newspapers, radio, etc. Now, social media has arrived, right? And it's going to grow and grow and grow. And advertisers understand that if they hire someone, right, and tell them, okay, talk about this product in your YouTube video, etc., they understand that if that person has a high following and an engaged community, that they now have more people seeing their product or their service, etc. So people are really starting to take content creators, YouTubers, etc., and the creator economy really, really seriously. Is being a YouTuber a real job? Absolutely. And I'll tell you why. You know, I have been in the communication space for a long, long time, like over 20 years. And the thing is, YouTube is a real job. You're putting in the effort, you're strategizing, you're editing, you're trying to communicate with an audience from all over the world. It is absolutely a real job. People think that YouTube is only fun and games. Yes, it's fun. Yes, it's a creative space. But it also requires time and effort and patience, okay? It requires a huge amount of patience. Next question. How do you stay motivated when you hardly get any views on your YouTube videos? Now, to be honest, I sometimes have to motivate myself because I get so frustrated as well. As small YouTubers, it is difficult to maintain the mindset of, I'm going to keep going, especially when you see that your videos aren't reaching many people. It can feel very discouraging when you put in so much time and effort. But you have to ask yourself, why did you start your YouTube channel in the first place? And yes, money is a big motivator, I'll be honest, right? We all want to make money. But there's also other aspects of it. You want to build community, you want to teach people, you want to entertain people, etc. Look at your why, understand your mission, and also remember that sometimes you may not see progress, and then you have to come back to your channel and you have to look at your channel and say, okay, I'm going to think about intentional consistency, which is, yes, you're going to upload videos and be consistent, but you are also going to look at your videos and think, what did I do that worked well in this video? What could I have done better? How can I improve? So how can you improve your YouTube videos? Have you heard of hooks? Now, hook is something that you say or do in the first 10 seconds of your video to grab your audience's attention, okay? Because if you don't grab your audience's attention, then they are going to watch your video for a second and then leave your video. So you want to say or do something that really makes them excited or interested enough to continue watching your video. How do I edit my YouTube videos? There are many editing software that you can use. I use CapCut, okay? And for the longest time, I thought that I couldn't edit videos, and then I started and I learned over time, and I still have to learn so much more. And that's the thing about YouTube. You learn as you go along. You don't have to know everything all at once. And the learning doesn't end. And that's a great thing because you learn new things. It opens your mind to this creative space, this digital space, and it's fantastic. Are you too old to start a YouTube channel? I'm 42 years old, and let me tell you, irrespective of your age, you may think you're too old. You are not too old to start a YouTube channel. In fact, we need more voices here on this platform. People often think, oh, YouTube is saturated. No, it is not saturated. Yes, there is a lot of content out there, but people want to see representation from people from all over the world. So YouTube is not oversaturated. Is it too late to start a YouTube channel in 2025, 2026, etc.? Absolutely not. Like I said, the creator economy, YouTube is only growing. The number of people that watch YouTube on a daily basis is also growing every single day. So it is not too late to start your YouTube channel. Please, sometimes we put these limitations on ourselves. We think, okay, I am this person and I can't be a YouTuber. I can't have a YouTube channel. What will people think of me? How will people judge me, etc.? And we have those narratives, right, playing in our minds. And we put away our dreams. We put away our aspirations, what we aspire to be or what we want for ourselves. Okay, I want to tell you, don't do that. If this is something that you really, really want, go ahead and start. And I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect because it isn't. You are going to have days where you are frustrated with your YouTube channel. You are going to have moments where you think, oh, this just doesn't make any sense for me. But at least you tried. At least you tried. And think about all the big YouTubers right now. If they didn't try, they wouldn't be where they are currently. So you have to have the mindset of, I want to try this. Let me go ahead and make that start. You may say, but Kish, I don't like the way that I look. I don't want my face to be here on YouTube. The thing is, so many people and so many of us, we may not feel our best. We may not like a physical feature of ourselves. And we may think, okay, therefore I don't want to be on camera. Therefore, I don't want to have a video where I am in it, etc. But the reality is that people relate to other people, okay? And nobody is perfect. Let that sink in. Nobody is perfect. And nobody should aim for perfection either. Okay, so be kind to yourself, and you will see that once you start putting yourself out there on YouTube, you will get used to the idea. I'm telling you, when I first started seeing myself in videos, it felt really weird, and it felt, yes, that word cringe, okay? But over time, like with most things in life, you get used to it. And I'm not saying that every time I sit down, I'm not nervous. Okay, even though like nobody is here in this room with me right now, I still get that feeling of nervousness. But one tip is when you are filming yourself, think that you're speaking to one person, a friend, somebody you really, really like, okay? Somebody who's encouraging and supportive and telling you that you can do this, right? And that is the thing about YouTube. Yes, you can make money on YouTube. Yes, you can build skills on YouTube. But one of the best things is that it helps you grow your confidence. And as a 42-year-old, I will tell you this, growing your confidence is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And when you are a confident person and you feel secure about yourself, you move in this world so differently. So please remember that. So my message to you is, if you want this. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and start. And sometimes, you may think that this YouTube journey is so frustrating. And yes, in this video, I'm optimistic, right? I'm energetic, I'm all of that. But some days, I don't feel this way. I'm going to tell you, some days I don't feel this way at all. And I created a video where I was not liking YouTube. So go ahead and watch that next. And you know what? Have a fantastic week. Keep well and keep shining.